What's going on there, YouTube? And welcome back to another comic book video. Alright guys, so we are finally going to jump back into Brian Michael Bendis' Avengers and New Avengers. Now guys, I am excited to jump back into these two titles right here. Now, thing is though guys, when it comes to volume 3 of both these two titles right here, you had to read these two titles together to get one complete storyline. And what I mean is that guys, when it came to Avengers and New Avengers Volume 3, you had to jump back and forth between both titles because both titles were telling a complete storyline. Now, the way Brian Michael Bendis did this was a tad bit different than usual crossover storylines, where usually you have to read one book here, then one book there. No. The way Brian Michael Bendis did this was you had to read like 2 books here, then 3 books here, then 4 books over here. He wanted fans to go out there and pick up multiple books at a time. Not just one book here and one book there and then wait for the next book. It was, hey, here's these 2 books, here are these 3 books, go read them, have a good time, and I'll see you on your next visit. He wanted to give fans a good storyline, but involved both teams, the New Avengers and the Avengers, because fans like different things. Some fans love New Avengers, but some fans only love the regular Avengers. And so it's a way to get both fans to come together to read one complete storyline. Now, thing is though guys, this storyline right here, it does give us the return of Norman Osborn. Now guys, this is huge because Brian Michael Bendis has been building up to this moment right here. Now guys, remember, we just covered the Marvel Siege event, which only takes place like a few books before this video right here. And Norman Osborn just got arrested at the end of our Marvel Siege reading order. And guys, remember, Norman Osborn, he used to have an organization called H.A.M.M.E.R, which replaced S.H.I.E.L.D. back in 2010 of Marvel Comics. The thing is though, when he got arrested, H.A.M.M.E.R got dismantled and S.H.I.E.L.D. took its place once again. The thing is though, you still had a few people out there who used to work for Norman Osborn, and they continue to run H.A.M.M.E.R. And one of those people was Superior. I really hope I pronounced her name correctly. But the thing is though, Superior used to run H.A.M.M.E.R after Norman Osborn got arrested. And so this is basically Brian Michael Bendis saying, I am bringing Norman Osborn back. I am bringing him back to go ahead and say H.A.M.M.E.R is going to return. And so guys, today we cover New Avengers 16.1. Now guys, when it comes to New Avengers 16.1, with this book right here guys, this is just a prelude. And what I mean is that Brian Michael Bendis used this book right here to say, okay, I want to tell a big story, but I don't want to just dive right into the big story. I need a prelude that leads into my big story. And so what he did was he gave us New Avengers 16.1. And this book right here, again, is the prelude to the big story that Brian Michael Bendis is trying to do between these two titles. Now, thing is though guys, with 16.1, we do pick up with the Avengers right now just having a quiet dinner. They're eating food, they're playing with their kids, they're having a normal, quiet day. The thing is though, you do have Victoria Hand walk into the room and she says, hey guys, listen, I got a call from Captain America and he wants you guys to escort Norman Osborn to a more secure prison. Because guys, Steve Rogers is still afraid that H.A.M.M.E.R is going to attack one day to try to get Norman Osborn, their rightful leader. And so Steve Rogers is saying, listen, we have a more secure prison somewhere else, but for us to get him there, he has to be escorted there because H.A.M.M.E.R could attack and try to get him. Now, we do jump over to the new Avengers right now escorting Norman Osborn onto a jet that's going to fly over to the new prison. The thing is though, as soon as Norman Osborn takes one step onto the jet, we come to find out the new Avengers, they get attacked by some H.A.M.M.E.R agents. And so this is H.A.M.M.E.R just trying to get Norman Osborn, their rightful leader. The thing is though, they do grab Norman Osborn and they do get away. The thing is though, they believe they grabbed Norman Osborn, but in reality though, they grabbed Doctor Strange. And Doctor Strange used some kind of spell to camouflage himself, to make the H.A.M.M.E.R agents believe that he was Norman Osborn, but in reality, he wasn't Norman Osborn. And so you have these H.A.M.M.E.R agents kind of like, oh crap, we just got duped. Like, we just got tricked, and here is Doctor Strange. They don't have Norman Osborn. And so you have the Avengers take care of these few H.A.M.M.E.R agents. Now, the thing is though, guys, we do jump back down into the prison, inside the prison, and you have like Wolverine, Jessica Jones, and Iron Fist kind of escorting him to a underwater ship that will basically take him to the new prison. The thing is though, while Iron Fist, Wolverine, and Jessica Jones walking alongside with Norman Osborn and a couple of S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, you kind of have Norman Osborn kind of say a few things towards Jessica Jones and Iron Fist and Wolverine, but especially Jessica Jones. He's kind of like, listen, when I get out, I am going to kill your baby. Now that scares Jessica Jones because she never had anybody ever tell her that they would go after her baby. Maybe after her or her husband Luke Cage, but not her baby. And so she's kind of like, she's stunned. She can't say anything. But you do have Wolverine kind of turn around and say, listen, say one more thing. Say one more thing, and I swear, one of my blades will go through your head. Just say one more thing. The thing is though, next thing you know, guys, the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents that were walking alongside with the Avengers and Norman Osborn, they weren't S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. They are really H.A.M.M.E.R agents. And the next thing you know, guys, they were able to basically shoot up Wolverine, beat up Iron Fist and Jessica Jones, grab Norman Osborn, and get away. Just like that, they were able to get away from the new Avengers. Now, the thing is though, guys, as they're getting away, you do have Norman Osborn break out one more person, Superior, the same person we saw back in New Avengers Volume 2, the person who kept running H.A.M.M.E.R after Norman Osborn. He's all like, listen, I heard about you. You were trying to continue running H.A.M.M.E.R without me. I like that. You know what? Breaking you out too. Let's go. We're both leaving. And so just like that, the Avengers lost Norman Osborn and Superior. Two people they just locked up for what they did back in Marvel Siege and earlier in New Avengers, but they're now both out. And so we jump outside to the New Avengers, look around the prison and realize that Norman Osborn got away. He's gone. He's gone just like that, disappeared. With the girl Superior and his H.A.M.M.E.R agents, he has disappeared. And guys, that is really the prelude to this storyline. And guys, today I'm going to go ahead and end today's video, but in the next video we're going to cover Avengers number 18, and that is the second prelude to the big storyline that Brian Michael Bendis is trying to do between New Avengers and Avengers. Now guys, if you do like today's video, if you did like today's video, please leave me a like down below, and also subscribe for more comic book stories in the near future. Also, any suggestions on books I should read, let me know in the comments below, because you never know, your suggestion could be a future video down the road. But anyways guys, I'm out of here, and I'll see you on the next comic book video.